section.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that nobody's there yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all a little bit shocked because I've had this group for like 12 years and
Yes.
I've never really gone live in it.
That's
So
right.
all of the fans of Gypsy Anna de Bitch don't know what's going on right now.
That's right. She's a real.
They're like, where's Gypsy Anna? Why are us two here? But what we're going to do is Ivan and I are going to do some readings and we're going to have, you can ask questions and we can, we can talk about tarot, we can talk about any type of fortune telling. So we're going to start with some of your questions as well. So we've got a whole list of things that people have already asked us. So we can.
That's right. First of all, I think we need to introduce Paris. Who are you? How did you get into this? When did you start? And when did you start the group?
Well, I got into fortune telling when I was 19. So what happened was two of my friends were going to a fortune teller. They told me that we were hanging out in the afternoon and they said they're going to go to a fortune teller, and I was horrified because I was, scared of fortune tellers and I thought they were devil worshippers.
Why were you scared of fortune tellers?
Well, I'd never encountered one before, and I was also always told as a kid growing up that they're evil and it's against the law, against the Bible, not against the law. And I believed it, And my two friends were going, and I told them not to go. I warned them that it was bad. But they were Buddhist. They weren't Catholic, so they didn't have any qualms about it. And in Buddhism, seeing a fortune teller or an astrologer was not unusual.
Not a taboo subject.
It wasn't taboo, and they just thought I was being ridiculous, actually. They just said, why are you scared of it? It's just someone telling you advice. So I went along, and that's how it all stemmed from there. And then my interest was piqued when I had when I watched this woman doing the readings.
So have you got any good success stories or love stories that you can tell us? And what we'll do next is we will find your comments, and we're going to get Tarot Paris to do some readings. We've got our tarot cards locked and loaded, guys, and we are ready to do some readings, some love readings.
Very good.
Coming to you from Sydney, Australia. So, Paris, do you have any interesting or funny stories?
I've got so many funny stories and
Okay.
so many. I just have to think of which ones I want to tell.
Well, you can tell a few saucy
I
ones.
can tell
if
you one that happened this week. I'll tell you one that happened literally
All right.
last week, this week. I had a client, when was it? About 2 weeks ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I had a client and she was asking about, will she be able to get her work visa in Australia?
Yes, that's
right?
a very important question for many people.
And I said to her, the cards are showing that there's going to be a woman that's going to help her. And she insisted that there was no women involved in her
Okay.
work.
Okay.
Her manager was a male, and her boss is a male. So how could I possibly be right? And she fought me on it. And I said, well, you're getting a woman card, and the Empress as well came up. And I said, it's going to be someone who's kind of nurturing and mothering, right? And she insisted. She insisted that I was wrong and that there was no woman manager.
Okay.
And I said to her, well, that's what the cards are saying, and that's what I'm going to stick with. So that was about 2 or 3 weeks ago that she came. Now, she came yesterday.
She got the Empress card, guys.
Yeah. She came yesterday, and she told me that her male boss went on maternity leave because his wife is pregnant.
Okay.
Caretaker manager is a woman.
Okay, so she's the Empress now. So, okay.
And even the fact that the manager's wife is pregnant, like maternity leave, like the Empress.
The Empress also means pregnancy, yes.
Yeah.
It can
So
mean
then
pregnancy.
this client came yesterday and told me that her now caretaker manager is actually a woman, and I was correct. So
That is fantastic. Oh, phew!
I
Because-
said, okay, so that's good. So you know, I said, now you've got to believe in the cards a bit more and not fight the fortune teller.
That's right. That's right. Good call. Okay.
So she was pretty, yeah, she was a bit shocked.
I wonder if is she watching the live tonight? Has she joined the?
I don't think she's in
Tarot
this group, no, because she's still quite skeptical. So I don't think she would have joined the group.
All right.
So yeah.
Well, let's get to some of your questions, guys, that you've put in here. So we have one from Victoria Zell, and Victoria Zell says, "Will anything happen in regards to love for me this year?" Thank you for the question, Victoria. Let's answer that now.
Okay, so we're going to shuffle the cards. What was the question again?
Will anything happen in regards to love for me this year? So is 2025 going to be Victoria's good luck year?
So we'll just read upright for today. So we've got the Page of Swords.
Okay. A young man, analytical thinker. He's going to cut through the bullshit with you, Victoria.
Let's pull out another one to see. Six of Cups.
Oh.
Could be a past. She needs to work through the past by the looks of this.
Yes, but that can also mean that he's going to share something with you. He's going to be very kind. I mean, the Six of Cups has a boy and a girl, so that could potentially indicate that you're both a little bit immature, and you're going to
Page is
share
immature
something.
too.
Oh yeah, the page, yeah.
Oh, we've got the Two of Pentacles.
So there's a bit of toing and froing, maybe some balance. Maybe some balance is required. This could be about your life.
What is that? That is the eight of Pentacles.
You got to keep working on it.
So what I would say is, this client has to be careful of being defensive, because the Page of Pentacles could be a child with a sword. A child with a sword would cause damage. Then we've got the Six of Cups, which to me could also mean she's thinking of someone from the past.
Yeah.
And paired with the Page of Swords, it could be that she's angry about someone from the past.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
is this true? Is it a Victoria?
And then she's a bit like one step forward, one step back, up and down. Okay. It's not a really stable energy to start a new love. It's she's wavering. And then the last one we have is work and effort.
Yep.
Putting effort into something.
Yep.
So there's a feeling here of like, there's no real lovey cards. I'm going to pull out one more.
The Six of Cups is...
Six of Cups is okay.
It is.
Oops.
Oh no. Don't do any more. It's going to end on a bad note for poor Victoria. Listen, Victoria, I read that a bit differently. Okay, I read it in a more positive note. Let's put this one to the side for a minute. I would say that there's a young man. You're going to have some romantic. You're going to have a romantic relationship, and he's going to give you things. He's going to maybe emotional things. He's going to teach you some things, and you basically it's a bit of a juggling act, but in the end, I think you will meet him at work. I think that's my take on this one. But he is there. He's the page. Mm-hmm. So unless you're 65, I'm assuming that you're a young woman. Okay, but then you came up with this last one, which is being shut out in the cold. So potentially it may not end well.
Well, let's now do similarities and differences. Okay. So similarities, we've got kind of like two money cards. Okay, materials.
Yes.
So this can be like about money and materials, but then these two could also be about money loss or lack. So it could be saying that she may need to focus on her finances and her work. Mm-hmm. Six of Cups and Two of Pentacles is a bit like one step forward, one step back. Okay, and then the this one, I don't see the Page as a good card. Page of Swords. I see it as someone who's going to cause damage or nasty words.
Yeah.
So she has to be careful of not being friendly, perhaps.
I think he's a lawyer. I
Could be
think
a
he's a
lawyer.
young lawyer.
Could be a young lawyer.
Are you in the legal field? Anyway, you can
You'll
put
have to give us feedback.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on from Victoria. Unless, if Victoria, if you're watching, you can put some feedback in the comments section and then we can respond. Okay. But for now, I think there is someone in the future for you. It's going to be a bit of a juggling act though. Okay, so Amanda Cecilia Fleming. We love you, we know you, thank you. What, if anything, will happen with my crush Luke? He works at the company I left back in September. I may get rehired this month! Exclamation point, which means fantastic. I may be totally remote, or I may be hybrid. So, okay. Oh
Dear.
yeah.
Why am I getting all the black
Talk
cards?
about a bad start to a lovely evening. Okay, what about if anything will happen with my crush?
Okay, ten of Pentacles. Okay, she's back in the game.
Okay, yes.
She's sitting at home, pondering about this guy, sleepless nights. But there is movement possible.
Is that a 10 and a 10? No, it's an 8 and a 10, isn't it?
Yeah, let's pull out a couple more. She's going to
Okay.
get on top of the situation.
She's going to take to him with a stick by the
She
look
could
of it.
take to him with a stick as well.
Okay.
We need to see what else he's got.
Amanda, please don't attack this man. Yikes.
He needs to be careful that motives are
Luke,
the
Luke,
motives
Luke.
are right.
This is a terrible card. This card just means deception. You know, if other people have other meanings for this card, put it in the comments section. But to me, it just means out and out deception. So, okay, Luke.
Maybe he doesn't want a long term. Maybe he just wants a bit of fun.
Could be, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the last one, ooh, finally we get a bit of a love card here.
Okay, the Ace of
Ace
Cups.
of
So
Cups.
the cup overflows. So after some difficult cards, there will be some joy. There'll be some juice in the cup. Put it that way.
I would tell Amanda, let me think what I would say to her. I would say that she should not block him, but she needs to probably find out about what he's up to, what he would like, what he's... Yeah, I'm going to pull out one more because the Ace of Cups is kind of like there could be a spark of something that could flare up.
Lukey baby, come on.
Oh yeah, Two of Cups.
Oh, okay. So Luke has redeemed himself, but there are some features about Luke that we are a bit concerned about, Amanda. So you need
it
to
could
do
be
your own.
meeting up with him. Meeting up with him. It could be the beginnings of something, but I think she would need to get to know him again. Did she say that she knew him in the past?
My crush. So that would indicate that there's some previous history. Yeah. So my crush. Yeah. That's very adorable as well to call someone your crush, isn't it? You know, a crush it's pretty cute. You know?
I wonder if he was married or he had a relationship, because the Ten of Pentacles could mean that he maybe had a relationship with someone else in the past. He perhaps
maybe he was fucked over by someone in the past and he's still dealing with that. That's a distinct possibility from those cards. Thank you, Amanda. Let's move to Marco Diaz.
Marco. Yeah.
Marco, I like your name. It sort of rolls off the tongue well. Marco Diaz. Okay, Marco asks, what is the sign of my husband to be? What is the sign of my husband to be? What does that mean? What is the sign of my
So his
husband?
future husband.
Okay, I hope you don't pull the devil out.
Well, devil could be Capricorn.
Oh, well, that's... Okay, yeah, well, but yeah, I'm just thinking just in terms
Devil
of
could be
just
horny
purely-
too. Could be fun.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if we get a zodiac sign.
All right. Oh,
Ooh,
that's a good start,
fire
Marco.
sign. Fire sign.
Marco. Okay, that is a good start, buddy. Nice one.
Fire sign.
The King
so
of
it
Wands.
could be a Leo or an Aries or a Sag.
Well, he's the king. He's the king of wands. So, Marco, you've found your king.
He's got
That's-
a big wand.
That's okay. Well, that's
someone
the
that
sign.
someone that you don't know yet. Somebody new.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone that's still a mystery.
Got a lot of secrets.
Could be a psychic. Could be someone who's
okay.
into psychic development
That's
or
true.
awareness.
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yikes.
so-
Yikes. Just went downhill badly.
Went downhill a bit, but this is where tarot is.
Let's chuck this one out.
Hang on a second. No, I want to consolidate that one. Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that is a nice card. Okay.
So let's.
that's
So how this could play out is he's probably a fire sign, or he has fire sign qualities.
okay.
Because some people may not act like, their sign. They could be a Taurus, but they could be fiery, right? So he's a feisty fire energy.
Okay. So what is a fire sign though? I mean.
A Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, that makes
And
sense. Yeah.
he might be quite intuitive. Could
Okay.
be like a psychic energy. However, it also shows that there's been some difficulties, or there will be some difficulties with him if we're reading the future. However, it seems to be like that you patch up the differences and you make it work in some way. So that looks kind of the five of swords could represent some upheaval, but you do end on the 10, which is a good one. So I'm going to pull out one more just to make it a 5-card spread, okay? Okay, so 3 of wands means that you may need to travel, or he may be from afar.
Yeah, making plans, moving on.
Yeah, so I feel like it's likely to be a fiery guy that he'll meet.
There's a lot of wands there.
Yeah, a lot of wands,
It's,
so-
it's got a lot of big dick energy, basically, like the first one is. So, Marco, I don't know if that resonates with you, buddy, but that's your reading for today. So we're moving to Lou Vadra. Lou Vadra, any chance of a new love relationship for me in 2025? If yes, where? When will I meet him? So, okay, so the first part of it is any chance of a new love relationship. 50-50.
2 of wands would indicate that she may be blocking herself off.
Yep. To me, that's a definite 50-50 for you,
And
Lou.
then she gets... Ooh, she's getting the Knight
Knight
of
Wands.
Cups.
Knight of Cups. Beautiful. Great card for love.
So it could be that she might be feeling blocked, 2 of Swords, but she needs to open herself up to dating.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so there is a young man there available. And
Strength. See, I see the Strength card as more of an independent woman. I don't see that as a love card. So, hi. Sorry, someone's just come into the shop. She also got the Page of Wands. Okay, so I'm just going to pull out one more before I give my verdict.
Okay, so Lou, you're getting the works
That's
here
what
tonight.
I thought. So I think she needs to have fun.
Okay,
I think
Lou.
she's getting like there's a bit of a block with the 2 of Swords.
Yep.
However, there is movement happening, but she also may need to move things, like try things out, meet people, socialize, and then be careful of being closed off. See, I read the Strength card as a woman, especially in the Rider-Waite deck, as she's got a white dress, and this to me is a virgin.
Oh.
So this to me means someone who is not open to relationship, and she's holding a lion, which to me means an independent, powerful person. and it's not really a love goddess or a love card. So sometimes I see this as an independent woman who doesn't need a man or a partner. So she's getting mixed cards. She's getting like closed off, but she's interested, but then she may be closed off again with the strength card. And then we've got need to talk and communicate with the Page of Wands, and need to socialize and have fun. So it's very patchy. It's very on and off.
I would say that there's definitely two men. There's two men there. There's two young men there for you, Lou. So also you've got the two of Swords, and then you've got two young men. You've got the Page of Wands, and you've got the Knight of Cups. So you've got options there, but Paris says you've got to get out to the nightclubs, and I'm saying there's two people in front of you that you can choose right now.
Nightclubs, or maybe cowboy dancing. What do they call that? Cowboy clubs?
Line dancing.
Line dancing.
Okay, yeah, that's...
Bit of line dancing.
Okay.
Where people have, get off their horses and they get into some dancing.
Yeah. Where
girls are dancing. So okay. I feel like she needs to get a little bit out of her house and meet.
It sort of started to take a bit of a Mexican turn then. I don't know, maybe it's her name, Lou Vadra. To me, it sounds a little bit Mexican or South American somehow. You can let us know in the comments section. Thank you, Lou, for the question. The next question is from Aisha Ahmad, mission at Lums in EE. So there's obviously a little bit of secrecy there. We don't know what Lums is. Perhaps it's a university or some sort of a college in EE.
She's thinking about it. She's checking out her options.
She got lots of options.
She may be confused.
It might be that it's not really ready to come out yet, but let's see.
Okay, that's good.
Okay,
Magician.
So she's got the power to manifest this.
Masterful, being masterful. Study. Magician's good for study, for having different skills, being, a manifester, yeah. Slow, steady progress.
Yes,
that looks good.
Okay. Yep.
I'm just going to take out two more just to make it a 5-card spread. Lovers. She has choices to make and people to connect with. And last one. 4 of Cups. Needs more focus, needs to be more engaged. She's got 2 cards of illusion and cloudiness here. 7 of Cups, 4 of Cups, cloudiness. Slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles. And then some masterful moves to make with the Magician and the Lovers. So I think yes. I think it's more of a yes. But I think she needs to be more decisive.
I'm not really seeing a definitive yes in these cards. I mean, these 2 cards here are really about indecision and not really knowing. So they're 2 very strong cards to, it hasn't really been decided yet. Maybe you need to pay some money. Maybe they need to pay some money. That's, it's possible.
What was the question again?
Will Halima get her admission at Lums in EE? Well, we don't know what that means.
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
I think she will, but I think she does need to become more clear about something.
Yeah, okay.
I think she will get admitted, but there's something very unclear about her. Maybe she's unclear about what she's doing, something like that. But I think it's more of a yes for me.
I think it's a bit of a yes for me too, but she needs to focus. She's got to knuckle down. She's spending too much time with her partner. This is the Lover's card. And she is a magician, so she needs to piss the bloke off and study hard. That's what the cards are saying. All right, on to the next one. Will my ex... this is Ching Kai. Ching Kai, thank you for the question. Will my ex-girlfriend get back to me in the coming future? This is a great question. This is so cute.
World.
She's out there in the world. So, Ching, let's see what the next cards show. Ah, yikes.
Look, I'm going to say kind of no, because to me the world is a bit like it's complete.
Yeah,
the circle's complete. She's gone, she's liberated, and she's free. And
Ah.
that Ten of Swords is more like a no for me.
That was really jarring.
But even the World was a bit of a no for me because I feel like it's come full circle.
the end of
But
the
anyway,
cycle.
let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's uncertainty there
Yeah, she's defensive.
with the Nine of
She said,
Wands.
"What did you do? What did you do? You stuffed up, didn't you?" Huh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, mate.
No.
Don't go back there, bro.
No, you need to go in a
Don't
new
do it.
direction. And yeah, you're going to patiently wait, but I don't think it's going to lead to success.
This card also, to me, in this setting, this means there's plenty of fish in the sea, big bro. Okay, you got 7 options there, so it's hard to move on. I know it's incredibly difficult, but that was actually a good reading. That's a reading that I would say is a definitive no. Okay, you couldn't get more definitive than that, Ching. So, yeah, unfortunately, sorry, buddy. For now, it's a no. Okay, it's a firm no from your divine guides. All right, buddy. Nini Waters. Nini Waters, I love the name. What is next in love for me? So Nini Waters is asking, what's next in love for me, Paris?
Let's see.
The Fool. New beginnings.
She's got to try something new
Yes.
and go in a new direction and
Yes,
take a
yes.
chance.
Jump off that cliff, do some skydiving, do some bungee jumping.
She's got to
Oh.
try something new.
Yeah, looks like,
So 2 new direction cards,
yep,
right?
yep. That's movement. This can also mean,
He's got
Just
a big
saying.
stick.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you got the kick. Jeez, an older man, huh?
An emotive guy, sensitive guy.
Yep. That's
2
a
more
great card
cards.
for a man.
Okay. For me, the Hermit means it could be read a couple of ways. It could be read that either she's not really connecting or he's not connecting with love yet. So it could take like you might meet someone, there's attraction, but it could take a while for it to go into a romantic relationship. But there's definitely a new beginning and potential there with another ace. So we've got 2 aces.
Nice. Okay.
So I feel like it's telling you to summarize a new beginning, take a chance, go in a new direction. There is a man out there to meet,
He's a kind man.
kind and
He's very
intuitive.
kind.
It might take a while to warm up into a relationship, but there's definitely something good, a new beginning. The Ace of Swords I don't usually read well in a love question
Nah.
because it's
It's
a
more of a
weapon.
it's more of a legal. Have you got any legal matters pending from your last relationship or something?
But it could also just be telling her that she's got to start new, because she may need to cut through if she's a bit stuck.
Yeah, be
and
decisive.
Try new things. So
Be sharp.
it's showing that if she tries new things, there's someone that she's going to meet. Whether it turns into a very long, serious relationship is still unknown, but she does need to try something new.
Okay, great reading. So that Nini Waters, I hope that answers your question there. Okay, so we've got one from Catherine Sturla. Catherine, thank you for the question. I'm interested in my financial situation for next year. I suppose she means this year, which would mean maybe 2025-26 financial year. Or
Let's
I
look
think
at the
that's
next
okay.
12 months, yeah.
Thank you. She says thank you. So thank you, Catherine, for the question.
Ooh.
So you're going to be pregnant.
She's
but
going to be
pregnant with money.
abundant.
Yeah.
She's going to be abundant with money, or abundance has potential to grow. Let's see what the other cards say first. Okay, so she's going to have a lot of unsettled.
Okay.
So this is why tarot is difficult.
Yeah.
Because you could get a really good card and then whammo, you
Yeah.
get something that
So
throws you off.
Something bad. Something has happened.
Ooh.
Something's happened to this woman,
Yeah,
Catherine.
it looks like she's had a lot of
Yeah.
loss. Looks like
Yeah.
something's gone a bit astray there.
We feel for you, and now this could be a good time to just say. I just wanted to say, if people want to contact you for a reading,
Oh yeah,
How do
if
they
people
get in
want to
touch
contact
with
me,
you?
they can private message me on Facebook, on
Oh, okay.
Messenger,
All right.
and then we can set up like a proper deep reading where I can do astrology and tarot
Okay.
together. And
What about phone readings? Because I
yeah,
get
I
the
can do
feeling.
phone readings. I can do phone readings or live like live messenger video readings or WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this lady here, Catherine, she's getting some difficult cards.
What was
And
her
I
question
think
again about
her
money?
question is, I'm interested in my financial situation for next year.
I think she needs to sort out whatever's happened. There looks like some problem has occurred, and looks even like she may have either had a loss of money or she's not doing very well with her money.
I don't
Possibly
see money in
relationship.
there. I
Yeah.
don't see any money. There's no money cards coming up for you. It's all emotional turmoil, basically.
Yeah. So I think I would have to do a proper reading for this one.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Mm.
that's so. Catherine, if you're interested, Paris can do an actual proper reading for you later, or another day if you want to get in touch with. Would Catherine have to actually friend you to
Yeah.
send you a
Oh, I
private
think so.
message?
Yeah. Yeah. You'd
Yeah.
have to friend me, and then we can go from there. Hey, let's leave it at this for now,
Yep. Okay.
and then we'll have a break, and then we'll come back. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So this is Paris Debono and Ivan the Great.
Ivan the Magnificent solar panel.
Ivan the Magnificent, and this is the Fortune Teller Shop, and we'll be back later.